Hello, Honorable. How are you?
Daddy, I'm fine. How are you?
I and members of my constituency are in good mood. I presume you are calling in respect of your upcoming swearing-in ceremony.
Yes, Daddy, I'm calling regarding my upcoming wedding. I just want to inform you that I'm calling it off.
Honorable, what informed such a nauseating and monstrous decision to want to relinquish your upcoming swearing-in ceremony?
Daddy, I just discovered it cannot satisfy me in bed.
Honorable, are you telling me you are calling off the upcoming swearing-in ceremony because you feel the incoming candidate will not be able to deliver in his electoral promises and manifestos?
No, Daddy, I don't feel so. I know for sure that he cannot satisfy me in bed. I've carried out my findings a few times.
How did you carry out your findings when you told me the electoral chairman said electoral materials should not be tested before elections?
Yes, my pastor said no sex before marriage, but I convinced my fiancé otherwise. And we've had it a few times and all were disappointing. I cannot proceed.
Well, Honorable, since you already bypassed electoral laws by going ahead to fact-check electoral materials, testing whether the Beavers machine can capture and upload results in real time, it is not totally a bad idea. However, I will advise you proceed with the swearing-in ceremony.
Zaddy, why should I?
Because elections are not the only ways to participate in government.
Zaddy, I know marriage does not depend solely on conjugal duties, but it is an integral part of marriage. Once that department is faulty, the crumbling of the marriage is faster.
This is why it is always advisable that political contestants should not participate recklessly in different elections, moving from one polling unit to another polling unit rigging elections.
Zaddy, but I've not been moving from one man to another. How about now? My body count is not even that much. How does this even matter?
It matters a lot because having gathered so many different electoral experiences, political contestants will always judge the incoming candidate based on their undomesticated and ferocious electoral experiences from different political parties.
But Zaddy, I've not been using previous experiences to judge him. He's not just good at all.
Honorable, you can make the incoming candidate win elections effectively.
But how?
By planning meticulously for the next elections, calling for electoral reforms, and devising means and ways to have free and fair elections. By the way, I will also advise that you discuss your electoral concerns with the incoming candidate. That way, everyone will soldier up to win the next elections.
But Zaddy, won't discussing something like this bruise his ego?
It is better to bruise the ego of the incoming candidate by presenting your electoral concerns for better solutions, rather than abandoning the party and decamping, thereby thwarting the upcoming swearing-in ceremony.
But Zaddy, do you think there's a solution to the areas he's lacking when it comes to the consummation of our love?
Honorable, there is no problem without solutions. In politics, we settle our differences through dialogues, while all electoral infractions can be resolved at the electoral tribunal.
By tribunal, are you trying to say I should take him to see a doctor?
Power to the people.